हेॾी वॾी हील, नीट, स्मार्ट, क्लीन, टाइडी. ख़बर अथव साफ़ सुथरो रहणु इबादत आहे. छो जेको ॾिसंदो हुनजी दिलि ख़ुशि थींदी. ऐं कुझु दोस्त वरी अहिड़ा आहिनि जंहिंजे लाइ ॿिए दफ़े वरी आउं बाजो ऐं चपड़ी वठी ईंदुमि, शुरू थी वञे. You know, I have always been emphasizing, you are educated people. Educated people जो outlook different हूंदो. ऐं वरी जे तव्हां serious आहियो अञा different. And if your plans and goals अञा different. If you want to be successful अञा different. And difference does not come from expensive dresses. It comes from proper attitude, from proper look, from proper habits, from decency. From decency. 10 रुपए जी जीन्स पातल हुजे, साफ़ सुथरी शर्ट हुजे, सही वार कटियल हुजनि, इनफ. प्रॉपर जूतो पातल हुजे, बूट. Otherwise, what kind of impression are you going to leave on others? Okay. Do I treat all my co-workers, my classmates, people in my neighborhood, my relatives, my friends, these are the 3 watchwords. Do I treat all these people with fairness, with honesty, and with respect? If I'm not doing it, I'm not decent. Next. Sometimes we are too proud to ask anything from anyone. This is another failure. Don't try to be Miss Perfect or Mr. Perfect. None among us is Mr. Right and Miss Right, Miss Perfect and Mr. Perfect. Don't play Miss Perfect and Mr. Perfect all day. Try to learn, to be open up to receive, to discuss, to share, to learn, to seek guidance, to ask. The Bible says, and I quote, ask and the door will be open. Knock at the door and the door will be opened. Or ask and you will be answered. Unquote. So there is a right way. मुशावरत में वॾो फ़ाइदो आहे. हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम जी पूरी ज़िंदगी मुशावरत सां भरी पई आहे मिसालनि. Every time he would call his friends and discuss. सलमान फारसी जेको कल्ह मुसलमान थियो आहे, अॼु हुनजी सलाह मञीनि पिया. उन्हनि जी सलाह मञीनि पिया. वो चए 3 पासनि खां खंदकूं खोटजनि, चई ठीकु आहे. पाण करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम जी सॼी ज़िंदगी मुशावरत जे मिसालनि सां भरियल. He would consult, ask, discuss. There are benefits. Next, because ये मुझे पंहिंजो ठहियल है न, मुझे ख़बर आहे what is important, what is not. Because I have not downloaded it from the internet. As soon as you get the interview call, congratulations, got the interview call. Now, the clips. Tariq, do we have any clips to go?
Hi, I'm Brian Alden, founder and CEO of Jobs.com, and today we're talking about how to find a better job in a down economy, as well as how to get a better job in any economy. Right now we're going to talk about one of the key components of your job search, which is the interview. This is where you make your first impression on a potential employer. You prepare for an upcoming interview by making sure that you do a lot of research on the company that you're interviewing with. Go to their website, look at press releases, read about what they're building or what their plans are. It's so important that you are prepared to know enough about the company to sound like a mini expert while you start the interview process. Also, you want to practice answering questions. And the questions that you want to practice answering can either be done in the mirror or they can be done with one of your friends asking them. You want to be able to sound unrehearsed and very fluid as you answer the questions about what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, how did you accomplish X, Y, and Z in your resume. Because a lot of the interviewer's questions are going to come off that resume. So you need to make sure that you know all the answers and that you're able to express yourself clearly and concisely. Additionally, you want to have a couple questions prepared for the interviewer. And those questions are not necessarily going to be about salary, but they're going to be more about where the company direction is, what they see the position evolving into, person can grow within the organization, things like that, more along career path than on compensation. When you're arriving for an interview, you want to make sure that you arrive at least 15 to 20 minutes early. That way you cover yourself against any traffic or what have you. Additionally, you want to make sure that you are dressed professionally. A good rule of thumb is to dress one step above what the current office dress code is. When you arrange your interview, make sure that you ask what the dress code is, so you don't show up in shorts and jeans when everybody else is wearing suits and ties. As equally as important as arriving early and dressing professionally, it's very important to make sure that you are friendly with everybody that you meet. Whether it's the person at the reception counter or someone walking through the hall, always have a big smile on your face, be very open, and really let people enjoy working there at the company. An interview is like a sales process. In a sense, you are selling yourself to the company. So you're going to be talking about your accomplishments and your responsibilities, because what you want to do is you want that interviewer to...
Actually, it's so very interesting to watch and how they teach. They are talking about arriving early for the interview, arriving at least 15 minutes earlier, and anybody who you meet, you should extend a smile, and then you should have a proper dress code, and you should have proper behavior, proper attitudes, and after you are there, look at the way she was sitting, confident but not cocky, smiling, trying to listen to and here one point has been emphasized. And that point is, when you are applying in any organization, try to know that organization. Suppose you are applying for a job in University of Sindh or Mehran University of Engineering, get to the Google engine, try to know as much as you can. And then prepare for the hard questions and know the history of Mehran University and University of Sindh, know the name of the Vice Chancellor, know how many departments are there, what is the history, what is the culture, and then decide what you can do. So that during your interview, you may reflect that knowledge and information, and the person who is interviewing you will be happy that he or she already knows a lot about the organization he or she is coming to work with. And this way it will be an additional supportive, point in your communication. So look at, as soon as you get the interview call, what should you do? You should sleep, As soon as you got the interview call, you should go to sleep. No, look at these images. What are the people doing? Read and study, work. Then next, send a letter of application. All right? Next, sir. Next. This is not important. This is sometimes, don't feel shy. Sometimes you should put in a call to the managers, to the registrar, to the vice chancellor, to anybody where you are applying. Ask them if they have any proper dress code, if they have any rules for the dress code, what time they expect you, what kind of questions you can expect. You can have a pre-interview discussion also. Next, sir. Now, during your appointments with department managers, emphasize your knowledge and your interest in their organization. Don't just answer the questions. Try to say that you are very interested in taking this job, and tell them that you already know something about their company, about their organization where you are going to work. Next. Always follow up all interviews with thank you letters, phone calls, and when appropriate, resumes that have been revised. Now, after the interview has been taken, you should send a thank you note or a thank you email. Thank you very much indeed, sir, for giving me the interview call. It was very exciting to listen to your questions and to answer your questions. I really enjoyed my experience with your organization, and I'm so very thankful. Looking forward to having another call from you. I am this and that. Achi suni na po. Always stay in touch. Next. Even if managers have no position available, once they have had a personal interaction with you, they would consider you as a future prospect. Maybe this time the job is not there, but stay in touch with them. After 1 month, send them another email. After 2 months, send them a greeting card. Give them a phone call. Tell them that you once came for an interview and you should tell them, sir, I only wanted to give you good wishes. देखे क्या होता है कि हू माण्हू आहिनि न, इंसान आहिनि न, जॾहिं तव्हां हुननि सां प्यार जो रवैयो रखंदव, हुननि खे यादि कंदा रहंदव, हू बि तव्हांखे यादि कंदा. अल्लाह पाक बि क़ुरान में ईअं ई चए थो न, फज़कुरूनी अज़कुरुकुम, you remember me, I remember you. That's how it goes. Next. Who are they? Sometimes it may be difficult to get a job, but don't lose hope. Be persistent. How many times should you try? Like the other person, handicapped, I'll try again and again and again and again and again and again. No problem. एक तर्ज तगाफुल है, सो उनको मुबारक. एक अर्ज तमन्ना है, सो हम करते रहेंगे. असांजो कम आहे अर्ज करण, कंदा रहंदासीं 100 times, 300 times. Yes, sir. Next, sir. How to stay positive? Yes.
How do you stay positive during your job search? First of all, obviously, with any job search, it's an emotional roller coaster. You get that call from a potential job and you're high. The interview doesn't come through and you're really not feeling good. There are days when nobody calls you and you just feel terrible. So what do you do about all that so that when the right opportunity presents itself, you're ready, you're positive, and you're up? First of all, you need to think about taking care of yourself. Not just taking care of the job search, but taking care of yourself. And this can mean getting some exercise, which is a known antidepressant, on top of the fact that getting outside and getting a little fresh air or doing something that you really enjoy, pick-up game that it might be, helps you just to feel better physically. Then you want to really think about the importance of making some time for fun. Now I can hear you say, but Petra, I can't spend a lot of money. Well, you know you can, but not all fun costs a lot of money. Can you get together with some friends? Can you go and have a picnic? Is there a local art museum or something that interests you in sports? Something else that you can do that you really enjoy? Maybe it's a picnic down in front of...
She says that when the times are tough, take care of yourselves. Do some exercise, go out, meet some friends, socialize, go on a picnic, come back and start again. All make a lot of fun, move around, because these are the times when you're hard on jobs. But it doesn't mean that you should give up, that you stop doing it. The only time is you should not just take care of yourself, job search, take care of yourself. We need to be healthy, we need to be positive, we need to be having a refreshed mind. And for all these things, you should need to have fun around, move to people. And life is all like that. I was having a girl sitting next to me while I was flying from Heathrow, London's Heathrow to Washington's airport. All of a sudden we were passing through some empty air pockets, and then the plane was somewhat jittery. It was bumpy. We had a bumpy ride for a while. The plane was doing this sort of thing. And the girl sitting next to me, I still remember her name, Jill Forgrave. Oh, who wari chebi chokri. Hello, mazo indu makare mari na ditho. You know, in English she was saying, "Oh, what a fun to die! I've never seen it. It's so exciting." Americans eda tho. Usa saap yamani. She was second year mass communication student. And when I was a little upset, she, kept her hand on my arm and she says, "Professor, अगर प्लेन के क्रैश थियणो उहो त थींदो, तव्हां परेशान छो था थियो?" मतलब असांखे प्रॉपर एटीट्यूड कोन्हे ज़िंदगी जो. असांजी थोरी ॻाल्हि ते बिजली हली वई, अब बिजली भली हली वञे, तूं त न हली वञ न। हाँ, या बिजली बंद थी वई या तूं बंद थी वञे। So proper attitudes. कोने job, no problem. We'll stay positive and we'll pursue further. Next. No, back sir. Hey, job कोने छादा कर? Are they weeping and crying? They don't have a job still. They are looking for a job, but they are smiling. Can you see these pics? What these two girls are doing? The girls are women. They are smiling, yes. Know yourself is the best. I've already spoken on this. Self-analysis is very important. Otherwise, you will end up in a job which you don't like and your life will be miserable. You will be miserable all your life. Do what you desire. Or desire what you can do. Remember this slogan by Rousseau. And knowing the company, having some information about the company is always essential. We have covered this point also. Next, sir. Aha. Not easy. Can you interpret this picture? What does it mean? You are going for an interview now. Now what to do? It's not just easy. Prepare, get ready, be set, be brave, be bold. Do all the preparation that is required. Cross all the obstacles. Know the obstacles. Develop strategies to overcome each of these obstacles. Go through the fire, and once you are there, one option is nindama auto, hello. Po he cross na